So, hello everyone. I just uploaded a very, very silly video. I did not know that I had turned it on. And anyway, I just think it's funny, so I decided to share it because it's very silly. But anyway, I wanted to do a video today, and I have changed clothes. I'm getting ready to either do a run or a walk. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I wanted to share some stuff about me in my new classroom. So I've started my new position as a second grade teacher. These are 7 to 8 year old children. And this week has been a really interesting week. However, this was happening the last week that I had actually worked there. There is this constant, multiple times a day, I have students, and they're not all female, they're male and female, where they come to me and tell me that somebody has been mean to them. And it has been a very, very tricky experience for me, kind of knowing that, so the way that the world is, the way that general thought is that you have your perpetrator and then you have your victim, and kind of this bad and good, and this powerful, this powerless person. And I I am really, really hoping to move these children to a different way of being. However, they may be too young for me, but I'm hoping to make an impact. So today I had two little girls who were completely in puddles. It had occurred to me, like, how old are they? Because they seemed like they were completely in adolescence. Like they were both just hysterical and crying. And I'm sitting there going, okay, um, trying not to laugh because I too have been in this situation myself, feeling sad and crying. So I'm trying to figure this out, and we're sitting, um, and what I'm trying to do is get them to get them out of this idea of victimhood, because I feel like there is this tendency to like really, really, really overplay the child who is the victim, and then they get in this victim role, and then they seem to kind of attract more victimization. This is just a generality. I'm just um, so so one of the little girls had said that one of the students had said that her haircut, her short haircut, makes her look like a boy. So, so we got to talking about this as a group because that one has a definite relevance to me personally, because I have heard other young girls telling me that this other young girl was, they had made fun of her because she had really short hair. And so I got to talking about Audrey Hepburn, and I actually have found a really great photo of her, and I'm going to take it tomorrow, because Audrey Hepburn is one of the most beautiful women who ever lived, and she had like this really cool, kind of short haircut, and she's just absolutely gorgeous. And the little girl that I'm talking about is just this perfectly darling little girl, and so we talked about this as a class. And the other thing that I thought was interesting was I was paying attention, and when I mentioned this to the whole class, the child who had actually said it, who she said it, said, "Well, that's messed up," and he's the one who said it. And so it makes, or supposedly said, so it makes me think, does he even know he said that? Like, I'm not entirely sure he remembers that he actually said that. But here's the other thing about this, that I am really, really, really excited to be in these children's lives when I am in their life. I had remembered one of my students, I actually had interactions with a couple of years ago. 2 to 3 years ago, I had interactions with this child, and now he's back to me again, which I don't believe is an accident. And a teacher, like one mentor, one teacher can change the trajectory of a child's life. Their life can be completely changed by somebody actually believing in them. actually believing in their potentiality, believing in them. And so I came in on Monday after the break. I came in and we talked about all kinds of things like reputation, like, and we talked about habits, and we talked about what makes a class have a good reputation. Because I'm really trying to turn this around and making steps toward having this particular class be just exemplary. Just absolutely exemplary. And it has to do partly with the environment that they're in. And so these children have been raised in a certain environment, and then now they're in an environment and they're having the interactions. Their life is changed by the interactions of the people, whether it be their parents, the people who care for them, or their teacher. And so it has just been like so much fun. It's been so much fun. But anyway, I'll be back with other things. I appreciate you listening.